Getting started soon. Toss any links to cool stories into the Discord. Where's Waldo? Hell yeah. Oh hi KBP, you won. Good job. Oh hi Ponathan, I love your loving me.
Oh, hi. Hello. How you doing? My name is Waldo, and I am here to feel the politics with you. How's everybody doing today? I am doing good. It is sunny outside, but it's not too hot, and that makes me feel good. Um, I have got some headlines for you today, and then I typed up a rant that I've been working on all week. And then, if we ran out of stuff to do, we'll play some Vampire Survivors. If you want to uh, send me a link, you can do so in the Discord, which is kind of off the screen, but that's okay. Let me type in that Discord address again. Hop into that Discord right there. Tell me what to talk about. Leave me links to fun news stories that you think are important, or just put memes. Put some fun memes and stuff like that, and I will put them on this start screen. Right there in front of that guy's face, I will put any fun memes that you've got that you send to that Discord on that start screen. It'll be a good time. It'll be fun. If you want to, leave links. Tell me what stories to talk about. If there's something important, something I missed, something I didn't see, something that you think is interesting, toss it in there, and we'll take a look at it and we'll feel it all out together. It'll be interactive. It'll be a good time. So let me think. Oh yeah. Also, as you can see with KBP over here, he's gambling in chat. Very fun. Very cool. Hi again, Valor. Thanks for coming. If you do exclamation point slots on Kick or Twitch, you can play games, fun little chat games. KBP is addicted to this gambling bit, which is good for me, honestly. He comes in here, he's addicted to it, and it makes him show up to my stream so that he can feed his addiction. I'm being above board by telling you that I am trying to get you addicted to this. It's fine, not a problem. I'm at least honest about it, unlike cigarette companies and sugar manufacturers. I'm telling you, listen, this is addictive. If you want to know how many points you have, just do exclamation points in the chat, and it'll tell you how many points you have. Every time you chat, you get 5 more points. So every little chat message you send gives you 5 more points, and then you can gamble them like KBP, and then you can get addicted, and then you can show up here all the time, and we can all symbiotically leech off of each other. It'll be a good time. And then what else do we have? Exclamation TTS if you want to have the lovely lady Canooch speak your stuff out loud. Yeah, you just got 5 points. Congratulations, Bonathan. You're so good at this. Then if you do exclamation TTS, and the lovely lady robot will read it out loud to us.
Canooch.
Canooch, that's her name. She has issues with apostrophes, so be careful. But I think it's fun to make her say stupid things, like Canooch. It's just a good time picking on the robots. Someday when the AI Skynet takes over, they might yell at me and call me a bad guy, a robot racist, but that's okay. I'm willing to roll those dice, to gamble. All right, let's get started with the news. I've got some fun, silly thing to show you right off the bat. Let's take a look at that. There it is. It's meta funny. Yeah, I agree. Look at all this new waterfront property. Donald Trump loves global warming and climate change because it creates all this new waterfront property. Look at all of this new waterfront property that we got because of climate change. Isn't this great? You guys, this is fantastic. This is such good news. Yes, those people have to be saved from the roof of a hospital by a helicopter, but look at all the new waterfront property. This is going to be great for our economy. It's going to be fantastic. And it's an investment opportunity. Absolutely right. Look at the investment opportunities. They're everywhere. God, this is just going to do so well for our economy. Everything's going to move up. The numbers are going to go up. You just watch. As the roof floats away. The roof is floating away. Your house is floating away. See, now you get to hire new contractors who are going to build you a new house. This is job creation. Global warming and climate change is causing job creation. I don't know why the liberals are so upset about it. I don't know why you're so mad about this whole climate change thing. It's great for our economy. It's going to be fine. And that is the conservative line. That's the Republican plan. Just look on the bright side. And there will be more bright sides because as the heat and the sun increases, there will be more bright sides, you see. There will be more sun, more bright sides. It's all perfect. Huge numbers you've never seen. Numbers like you've never seen. Bigger numbers. The numbers are going to go up. They're going to go higher. The prices are going to go through the roof. It's going to be great. Everybody's going to be making money. It'll be a good time. So yeah, that one made me smile this morning. Speaking of Donald Trump, he vows to prosecute Google for showing bad stories. They're showing bad stories, folks. The Republican nominee alleged that the search engine is biased against him and threatened to prosecute the tech giant if he wins the White House again. The Republican presidential nominee, Donald Trump, threatened to prosecute Google for displaying bad stories about him and good stories about his opponent, Kamala Harris. Well, bad, Valor, means bad about him and good about her. The former president took to the Truth Social platform on Friday to express his displeasure with the tech giant's search results. It has been determined that Google has illegally used a system of only revealing and displaying bad stories about Donald J. Trump, some made up for this purpose, while at the same time only revealing good stories about Comrade Kamala Harris. That's not how the internet works, Donnie. I'm sorry. That's not how that works. Trump did not cite any evidence to support the claim. Why doesn't that surprise me? He did not cite any evidence. You should just add this behind every single tweet he's ever made, every truth he's ever made. Trump did not cite any evidence to support the claim. That should just be behind every single thing he says ever, forever. This is an illegal activity, and hopefully the Justice Department will criminally prosecute them for this blatant interference of elections. If not, and subject to the laws of our country, I will request their prosecution at the maximum levels when I win the election and become president of the United States. Maximum levels. They'll be sued at levels no one has ever seen before. The numbers will be the highest ever. The maximum levels. Some news outlets, because they try to sane wash him. So some news outlets have tried to sane wash him and suggest that Trump may be responding to a study from the Conservative Media Research Center. I immediately don't trust them because of their name, which allegedly found that search engines for Donald Trump presidential race 2024 showed news stories favoring Harris. Well, because he's losing. If you go there and you type Donald Trump presidential race 2024, it would show news stories favoring Harris because she's in the lead. Huge lawsuits, biggest lawsuits ever. The most lawyers. We'll have the most lawyers, thousands of lawyers, so many lawsuits. Google denied that it manipulates search results in favor of either candidate, the New York Times reported. Both campaigns' websites consistently appear at the top of search for relevant and common search queries. So they're intentionally putting their best foot forward when you type in either name. Over the past 2 days, Trump has separately said that Nancy Pelosi, former Speaker of the House, should be prosecuted for both alleged insider trading and security lapses that allowed his supporters to storm the Capitol on Jan 6, 2021. So he told all his friends to be there. He told them that they were going to take the government back. He told them that Mike Pence was doing an illegal thing. He told them to march on the Capitol. They did. And this is somehow Nancy Pelosi's fault for not having enough security to stop the people that he told to be there. This is her fault. Her fault. She needs to be held responsible for allowing Donald Trump to do what he said he was going to do. Earlier in the month, Trump made a wide-ranging and vague threats of prosecution against lawyers, political operatives, donors, illegal voters, and corrupt election officials who had cheated him or anyone involved in unscrupulous behavior. So I'm going to rant about this in a few minutes. We're going to look at a few more Trump things. We're going to look at Bill Nye, and then I'm going to turn this into a YouTube section, and I'll just rant about a thing because I wrote up a whole thing. It'll be a good time. Classy bombardment. Oh, man, I'd be crazy not to click on that, wouldn't I? Oh, let's see. This is okay. So this is working. Trump insists people leaving his rally aren't really leaving his rally. The people that you see leaving, because nobody ever leaves, and when they do, I finish up quick. This Kamala's got inside his head. She suggested at the last debate that people were leaving his rallies early. So now there's people all over the place just taking photos all the time, anytime somebody walks out while he's speaking. It's fantastic. I don't even know if it's true or real or correct, but it's driving him nuts. Would that be a lie to take a photo of a bunch of people going to the bathroom and then post it on X or on Twitter? X, formerly Twitter. You have to say the whole thing. Posting it up there and say, look at all these people leaving his rally. Is that dishonest? Entirely possible. Is it funny? Yes. And that's what matters. It doesn't make people vote or not vote. It isn't an actual cheating at the election. If you say people are leaving his thing and it turns out not to be true, whoop-de-doo. Donald Trump lies about people in America, their legal or illegal status. He lies about what they do. He lies and says that they carry machine guns and are taking over entire Midwest towns. That's an important lie. That's a big lie. That harms people. But taking photos of people leaving a rally and saying that they're leaving a rally early, even if you're wrong, it's not substantially harmful to the country. So is it dishonest? Yeah, maybe. Entirely possible that they're just over-exaggerating or something like that. Are they lying about human beings and their rights and citizenship? No. I think taking advantage of herd mentality when, not going to lie, is a lot of Trumpites are kind of that way. Yeah, exactly. When they lie, it's harmful. When the left lies, it's cheeky and fun and getting under his skin and irritating the shit out of him. And then when it irritates the shit out of him, he doesn't talk about his hate on the stump. He doesn't. He just cries about how nobody's leaving his rallies, and he starts talking about it instead of the nonsense, the hatred, the division, the angry old man chatter that he's usually spitting up on stage. I think this is actually a good thing. If you can convince him to stop pushing and spitting the hate for a few minutes and instead have him talk about something stupid, you're actually making the world a better place. So let's see if we can find a photo. No, I can't find the video moved on. But let's see. Okay, here we go. You can see the people leaving right now. It looks like they're leaving, but they're not leaving.
I want to explain something. The people that you see leaving, because nobody ever leaves.
Nobody ever leaves.
And when they do, I finish up quick, believe me. But I couldn't take pictures at the beginning. So I take them at the end sometimes. If I'm late, the plane gets late, you get delayed, lots of things happen. There's a little hurricane going on in Florida, as you know. And so what they do is they say, oh, please come up now at the end of my speech. I said, don't do that, because it looks like they're leaving, like your husband who owns this.
So they're not leaving. They're just going to the back to take pictures with him. They're going to the back to get in line to take pictures with him. That might be true. It might be entirely correct, the thing he's saying. Probably not, because it's coming out of Donald Trump's mouth, so it's probably a lie. But it could be correct that they are leaving their seats during the speech so that they can go into the back, get in line. Then he goes to the back at the end, takes photos with them. They all have a good time. But it's funny. This is great. He's not talking. He's not spitting any racism in that 1 minute. In this 1 minute, actually in this 30 seconds, I'm sorry, it was only 30 seconds. He's not spitting any racism. He's not spitting any divisiveness. He's not spitting any anti-American talking points. So I'm on board. I'm okay with it. For those 30 seconds, the world was a better place. And completely off topic, ivermectin, just commercials for ivermectin next to his face. That's disgusting. Ivermectin does not solve COVID. It doesn't. It does not help you. It doesn't make you better. I am not a doctor, but not since the incident anyway. we're not going to talk. I'm not legally not allowed to talk about the incident, but I am not a doctor. Ivermectin does not help your COVID. It doesn't. It does not help your flu. It does not help your cold. It does not help any of those things. I think the video is asking, is this ivermectin? Ivermectin? Is that what this is? they skirt some legal loopholes by putting a question mark in their ads. Ivermectin? Give us 1995 and we'll give you ivermectin question mark. Ivermectin is a medicine for killing parasites. It's what it does. COVID is not a parasite. The flu is not a parasite. So don't take it for COVID. The experts have suggested that it is not good for you. So, but because the government told you not to take it, Donald Trump's fans love it. They're the most contrarian bunch of people in the world. If Obama told them not to eat yellow snow, they would run out there and, well, you can't tell me what to do, government, nom, 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 and eat a bunch of piss snow. They would. They're told not to drink raw milk, and they're told not to take ivermectin, but they do it because the government tells them not to. And they're under the impression that that makes them smarter than everyone else. It doesn't. It doesn't make you smarter. Let's see. There's a theme I'm going for today. Let's look at Donald Trump bizarrely claims that migrants have a phone app direct to Kamala Harris. Now, the phone app. What the hell? Phone app. This sounds exciting. Actually makes you stupider because anyone you dislike can get you to do anything. Yeah, exactly. They can be manipulated. So, phone app. We're going to listen to him talk about a phone app.
Kamala created a brand new program to fly in migrants from Venezuela, Haiti, and Nicaragua and resettle them in American communities, including small towns all across our nation, but in particular in Pennsylvania, Ohio, Wisconsin, and North Carolina. Nobody.
That's not a new program. We've always had migration. And if she created it, she didn't. She's the vice president. The vice president doesn't suggest laws. The vice president does very little. But even if the president did do that, that makes it legal migration. I know, KBP, you're right. We should only listen to the parts of it. If we stop it right there, he's a good guy. He's proclaiming how great it is.
Nobody can believe it. These towns have been destroyed, and the mayors of the towns and the governors of the states can't talk about it because they're embarrassed that they allowed it to happen. In addition, through her phone app.
That's why the mayors in the Midwest cities aren't talking about this. It's because they're embarrassed. The mayors said, yes, please bring us all these immigrants. The immigrants destroyed the city, wiped it off the map. It is gone. And then the mayor can't go on CNN and say, well, my city's gone, because they're embarrassed. Not that it's not happening. Not that it's not true. Why would you doubt what Donald Trump says? It's because they're embarrassed. Greetings from Florida. Oh, I can't buttons. I hope you're okay. Did I mention Trump kind of got me locked down on A1A with the last Trump assassination attempt? I can't imagine buying a $10 million home only for the one road to be blocked off every time this guy comes to town. That's rough. That happens when presidents move around sometimes. It's a common complaint in Los Angeles and New York when the presidents go there. The traffic becomes shitty, and yeah, so that is a common thing. I wonder if words are ever really his. Well, I think he's just kind of a parrot, Valor. He's just like one of those African gray macaws who says just whatever gets him the applause. He doesn't know what any of the words mean, and I'll show you that here in just a minute. Keep that thought in mind. I've got another clip of him here in a few minutes. He doesn't know what anything is talking about. The asinine thought that the Americans was ruined by the immigrants. Yeah, exactly. Madness. America is of the immigrants, man. Let's keep going. So he's got a few more seconds on this one. Let's see.
Something totally new now.
New.
It's a phone app for migrants where migrants call in, highly sophisticated migrants. She's allowed virtually unlimited numbers of illegals to press a button, schedule their illegal immigration appointment at our ports of entry, and show up to be released into the interior of our country. Can anybody believe?
Now, I want you to think
migrants.
About this. According to him, they've sophisticated migrants. Yeah, exactly. They're very sophisticated, very high tech, very important people who are dumb as a rock and ruining the country. Buttons, my bottom floor fell victim to the flash flood, but me and mine are okay. Same with the majority of my belongings. Well, I'm glad everybody's safe. It is a rough place to live, Florida. I have been through a few hurricanes myself. Well, I used to live in Louisiana, and I was there for Ivan and one of them before that, and Katrina. Yeah, I was there for Ivan and Katrina a long time ago. And it is a weird life to live. I hope you're doing okay. I appreciate you coming in and saying hello. Thanks for being here. So, yeah, there's an app. He's got an app. It's apparently a scheduling app for illegal people to schedule with the government some sort of meeting so that they can process you and illegally bring you in. But if they're processing you and it's from the government, it's not illegal anymore. Donnie, my man, that's not illegal anymore. That is a legal migration path. But you don't know that. He doesn't know what illegal and legal means. If he doesn't like it, it's illegal. If he doesn't like it, it's not constitutional. It's not legal. If he feels like it's not a thing that he wants, then it's illegal. we would be ruled, if he is in charge, by his feelings. That would actually explain a lot. Yeah, exactly. It's his feelings. That is what I was thinking. They use the app on the border all the time to process people in. Exactly. That's a legal process. If they have an app, but Donald Trump is doing the same thing he always does. He misunderstands the story. He creates a delusion in his own head, and then he spreads the fear to us. He misunderstands the app that gets people in the process. He misunderstands it and creates this delusion of very sophisticated migrants using this app to know when to show up. And he's created this delusion that they're just coming in illegally. All they have to do is click on the buttons. You click on the one button, click on one button, you press it, you get to come in illegally. That would suggest to me that they're being tracked and followed and processed. This is a good thing, Donald. And then instead of understanding, he misunderstands it. He creates a delusion within his own head, and then he spreads the fear. That's what he's doing. Same thing every time. Every single time he speaks. Misunderstand, delusion, fear. No ivermectin being sold in this one. That's too bad. So I want to hear this last little bit again.
Now, it's a phone app for migrants where migrants call in, highly sophisticated migrants. She's allowed virtually unlimited numbers of illegals to press a button, schedule their illegal immigration appointment at our ports of entry.
Schedule an appointment. They're scheduling an appointment. This is not bedlam. This is not unorganized. This is not chaos. They're scheduling appointments, illegal appointments, with the with the migration department of our country. That would suggest that they are, in fact, legal. He thinks legal migration is illegal. Yeah, I know. Like, he doesn't like it. He feels like they don't belong here. He feels like they don't belong here because of their skin color, and that means they're illegal. It's the bottom line. So let's see. Let's finish this one off real quick.
And show up to be released into the interior of our country.
The government, the migration office, chooses where to send them so that they can get jobs. The real fucked up part is that he won't hesitate to take advantage of people new to the country. Yeah, he probably would. I mean, they're doing very difficult jobs. The man cannot run a country. He can't even figure out how our immigration system works. That's that thing. He doesn't know how anything works. I don't think he knows how anything works. Let's look at this. Donald Trump sounds absolutely insane. So this is from Esquire magazine, the Venezuelan takeover of our real estate market in the Denver suburbs. The former president of the United States, who also is the current Republican nominee for president, got up on stage in North Carolina on Wednesday and said something insane. I just thought I'd take note of that. He said, "We wouldn't have hostile takeovers of Springfield, Ohio, Aurora, Colorado, where they're actually going in with massive machine gun type equipment. They're going in with guns. They're beyond even military scope, and they are taking over our apartment buildings. They take over our real estate. They're in the real estate development business. Congratulations. These are, in that case, people from Venezuela, young street gang members that were sent here by the government of Venezuela." And this guy talks about how he doesn't know what the hell's a gun beyond military scope. Jewish space lasers, sharks with freaking laser beams on their heads. I guess if you're making up Venezuela and take over the real estate market in Denver suburbs, you can make up the weaponry too. So they're in the they're in the real estate development business. This sounds like a small business thing to me. I love the idea of immigrants coming here and getting into the real estate business. The real estate business is a giant scam. Always has been, always will be. But the fact that they're coming here and getting a job and doing what is one of the most important parts of our American economy, I don't know what he's complaining about. He knows how fear and bigotry work. Yeah. Not sure I heard the last time, but apparently he was become president in 2016. He immediately regretted saying, "I thought it would be easier." Yeah, he doesn't quite understand. I don't think he wanted to win. I don't think he wanted to win back then. He ran back in 2015, because Gwen Stefani said she made more money than him on NBC. He talks a lot of shit. He's always been political. He always has been. During Obama, he was screaming about the birtherism and how he's sending people to Hawaii. They're finding amazing things. Any minute now, we'll find out where Obama was born. It was Hawaii. He was born in Hawaii. And some lawyer was just mooching off of Donald Trump saying, "Yeah, I'll go to Hawaii. I'll go to Hawaii and look into those things." Well, he sat on the beach and said, "Yeah, he was born in Hawaii." So he's being bilked. He was being stolen from by some lawyer good job for that lawyer. But yeah, Gwen Stefani, he talked shit about how important his show was, the Apprentice. That was his show, how important it was. It's the best show on NBC. But then Gwen Stefani made a smarmy remark on Twitter about how she is paid more by NBC than he is paid. This drives him nuts. This makes him need to bump his numbers up. He needs his ratings to go up. So how does he get his ratings on The Apprentice to go up? Well, he runs for president. He didn't think he would win. But he really, once he started running, he really got a feel for it. He really enjoyed it. The people cheering, the screaming his name, the flags all over the place, the fans that he got addicted to it. Sort of like getting addicted to playing the slots in my chat. He got addicted to it. He really enjoyed it. He wanted more of it. And then he just tries to win. That's all he does. Does he care about the country? No. Has he got our best interest in mind? No. See, you can get addicted to the slot machine. See, Ponathan just won. Now you're addicted, you see. Now you're addicted to it. And you got to come back for more and more and more. He got addicted to it. And And there he goes. Yep. And now, what we're stuck with, and now he's running to keep himself out of jail. Now that he has committed many crimes while president, he is running to keep himself from being indicted on these crimes. Jack Smith is coming for him. Jack Smith has the patience of a saint, and he knows exactly what has happened, and he is the best lawyer we have in possibly the world going after Donald Trump. He has the worst lawyers in the world. Lawyers will lie for you. Defense lawyers will lie for you if you pay them a lot of money. Donald Trump doesn't want to pay his lawyers a lot of money, so he's left with goobers. He's left with dummies who can't really run a defense properly. He's left with a former fashion model who is turned lawyer, and she is an idiot. She doesn't actually know how to do the thing. She's not very good. So what you're left with, if you don't have the money to pay the expensive lawyers, yeah, that's their job. You're left with people who will work for less money, and if they're willing to work for less money, it's because they're less good at the job. So, real estate. I got off topic there. But real estate, Venezuelans taking over the real estate market. Very wild, very fun. This is, again, him doing exactly the same thing. He misunderstands what he saw on the news about a Venezuelan gang. He creates a delusion within his own head of them taking over the real estate market. And then he spreads the fear that they are buying and selling homes. Yeah. Like, he misunderstands what he saw. What he saw on the news was a gang doing gang things. But because they took over an apartment complex, he has created a delusion of them getting into the real estate market. Is madness. Hi, Carolinas. Thanks for coming. We're ranting at the moment. Did you know that the Venezuelans took over the real estate market? It's insane. I can't imagine such a thing. Then, okay, let's see. Okay, so that's him. This is Bill Nye. Backs Kamala Harris. Science isn't partisan, it's patriotic. The stakes for our planet have never been higher, and we must elect leaders who prioritize science and sustainability, urged America's favorite science teacher. Yeah, the closing costs. You better bring a gun to your signing. Bring a gun, bring your friends, bring your cousins, bring a couple of knives to your closing documents. This makes me like her a bit. Yeah. Bill Nye, Kamala Harris, science isn't partisan, it's patriotic. So he is definitely a left-leaning kind of guy. He always has been, generally, because he is a scientist. He's educated. He looks forward to things. He plans. He is educated and learned. He doesn't support the right wing or the conservatives because they're anti-thought. They're not smart people who want smart things. They have feelings, and that controls their actions. All politics are based off feelings, yes. But the left and the Dems are usually more willing to accept that fact. I'm more than happy to tell you that my politics are based on feelings. The right won't do that. They will say that they're based on facts, and they're lying. So what did this make me think about? This is leading into my rant. I'm walking us into my my rant for this week. Bill Nye, supports science. It isn't partisan. It's patriotic. What would the right wing do with this information? Is Saturday always a rant day? Sometimes. I do. I kind of type them up over the week as it comes up, as things appear. I start typing into my little notepad over here. And then at the end of the week, I kind of top it in. This ain't Sunday. Stop strolling. Rant Saturday. Not every Saturday, but usually on a Saturday, because I have more to talk about. So what would the conservatives and the right do with this information from Bill Nye? They would chop him off. They would cut it off. They would suggest to you that he is not a real American. I'm going to suggest, figuratively, that the conservative movement in America is butchering America, figuratively. When I watch the Republicans and the conservatives, and I do watch them, I study them, one of the things that irritates me is the talk of real America and their figurative butchery that has to happen to get to it. Let's see. Fashion Killer, hey, I'm ranting right now, but hop in, tell us what you're thinking. When conservatives describe real America, they excise many parts of the whole. They cut it into pieces that don't agree with their goals. The conservative does not think that the government is part of real America. I would suggest that they are, as they are of the American people, by the American people, and for the American people, often voted in to represent the American people. Trump and Vance are attacking America when they cry about the evil DOJ weaponized against them and the lying FBI, leaving out crime stats to trick you, and those diabolical librarians spreading porn to children. In excising those parts, they are attacking the systems that protect our freedom. The next thing they remove when discussing real America is the media. Fake news, Donald Trump calls it. If they even slightly push back against his constant lies, he insults them and calls them fake news and not real America. I would suggest that the media is part of America. The free press is mentioned in the First Amendment, and if working correctly, their job is to reflect the interests of the American people. But Trump doesn't like that. No. He hates the regular media. He likes the conservative media that sane washes his babbling, undistorts his distorted madness, and backs up his latest conspiracy theories. In removing the media, they are attacking our freedom of information. The next thing the conservatives chop off of America is academia and Bill Nye. Those ivory tower elite gender-studying woke peddlers. They're not real America, says the conservative. All the professors are raging liberals, and my kid went to a college and came back as a gay commie socialist. The cons are upset about this one because learning facts and logic actually move you away from conservatism, since it is based on beliefs and feelings rather than facts and logic. Chopping it off, they remove our freedom to learn. And finally, they chop off any Democrat voter. They aren't real Americans. They live in Democrat-run cities, liberal bastions, and illegal immigration sanctuaries. Living in the city does not make you less American. Living in a city does not make you less American. It makes you less racist and less xenophobic. To a conservative, their ultimate goal in human life is a house in the suburbs with a 2-car garage, 3 kids, and a traditional marriage. And anybody who wants anything other than that is a degenerate. In lopping off these Dem voters, they limit our freedom to choose how we live our lives. And the point I'm trying to get to with my rant here today is that the conservative movement is an attempt to segregate out the parts of America they don't like, chop them off, label them as something else, something bad, something unwanted. After the extrapolating and all the slashing, they finally have their real America, which is just rural white Christian people. That's it. That's all. The people that are left. And if you don't fit into that category, you got butchered. You got removed. And they don't care. They did not want you. They see you as scraps on the cutting room floor. Waste that needs to be dealt with in order to get to the choice cuts, the real Americans. This is why I consider Trump and Vance and the conservatives the divisive ones. Their entire ideology figuratively carves up our country and tells us which parts are prime beef and which parts are trash. When you listen to them today, do you think that they support the old USA motto, e pluribus unum? Out of many, one. That suggests that when we come together, we stand united, we are stronger and better. But the Republicans do not support that old motto. They divide and segregate our society. They disconnect and isolate our people. They support removing our freedom and disunifying our states. Donald Trump is actively working to ununite the United States. And it's because of his actions and his rhetoric that I can, without reservation, tell you that the conservatives led by Donald Trump are anti-American. And that was the rant for today. I appreciate everybody. Thanks for coming in. Fashion Killer, do you want to vote for her? I am going to vote for her. When I get my mail-in ballot, I'm going to put it on this desk right here, and I'm going to load up the live stream, and I'm going to literally vote for her on live stream. It'll be fun. Beautiful rant. Thank you very much, Ponathan. What I'm going to do is, as usual, I will chop that up later and then put it up on the YouTube page. And YouTube, and I'll put it up on the YouTube. Go on over there, click the subscribe button, all that fun stuff, and you can watch it. You can forward it to friends. That would be nice. And then you can see all the old things that I do. So I live stream right here, and then I chop up the good bits and put them up on YouTube for later so that I can get more followers, more stuff like that, turn it into shorts, get people to show up, and then we'll have more people in the live chat, stuff like that. Fashion Killer. Oh, I'm not from America, just learning. Yeah. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
Turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Fashion Killer, you just turned a frog gay. I hope you're proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. I'm glad you turned that frog gay. You can add that to your resumes now. You are a frog sexuality engineer. Use it as verbal ammo someday. Yeah, absolutely. I do actually think. Yeah, exactly. Valhor. Yeah, he would have been number 69. But Fashion Killer, you are follower number 70. But yesterday, Valhor became follower number 69. And nobody can take that away from him. So yeah, I really do think that Donald Trump is anti-American. He is anti-freedom. The things they're suggesting are control, not freedom. They want to control what you see. They want to control the books you read in the library. They want to control what happens on TV. They want to control the news media. Donald Trump talked about suing Google for putting bad news about him up on Google. He wants to control that, so that you only see the things he wants you to see. They want to control who comes into the country so that they can control what the country looks like. If the people who come in don't look the way J.D. Vance wants them to look, he will call them illegal. Doesn't matter that they followed the rules and the government intentionally brought them here with intention, correctly, properly, through the legal channels. They're black, so they're illegal. That's the basis of it. When do you go live? The schedule is in the YouTube links, but normally Monday night, Wednesday night, and Saturday morning. Saturday morning about at 10, so about 45 minutes ago I started. Then Monday and Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. PST, Best Coast, West Coast time, PST time. Do I agree with some of the things Trump says? No, not usually. He usually doesn't say anything that I can agree with. Most of the time when he's talking, it's nonsense. He misunderstands everything. He creates a delusion within his own head, and then he spits out the fear. And I can't appreciate any of that. I think he does it with literally every single issue everywhere. Every single time he talks, he misunderstands it. He misunderstands what he's even talking about. He misunderstands the basics of the conversation. Good point here. I'm glad you brought it up. Excellent segue. Here is the other one that I wanted to talk about today. Let's get out of here. Oh no, where did it go? Oh no, I lost it. No. Oh, damn it. I had a good link. Okay. Hang on. I saved the link. Copy. Go here and do a pasta. There it is. Okay, good. I almost lost it. This is such a good one, too. Let me put it up on screen. Here we go. Donald Trump says he supports allowing bans on contraception, including the morning after pill. So this is a scary headline. It sounds dangerous. He is apparently, in this video, going to support allowing bans on contraception, the birth control pill, condoms, IUDs, things that are normal. He's going to make them possibly illegal. But don't get too worried yet. Let's listen to him.
Suggest that you may want to support some restrictions? Like the morning
Well,
after pill or something?
We are also, things really do have a lot to do with the states. And some states are going to have different policies than others.
That suggests that you may want to support some restrictions? Like the morning after pill or something?
We are also, things really do have a lot to do with the states. And some states are going to have different policies than others.
He wasn't listening. He doesn't know what the guy asked him. I didn't get a good clip there, so this isn't going to make it to YouTube. But he doesn't know what the guy was saying. He's like, it's in the states. He doesn't know what the guy was asking him. Contracept? I don't know what that is. It's in the states. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know what he's saying. He doesn't understand the question that was asked to him because he wasn't paying attention. So it is nervous to have the guy in charge of the country not know anything. That is dangerous. The most important, not the most important, but most powerful country in the world, with the largest nuclear arsenal, largest military, largest economy, and very powerful within global politics, to be run by a guy who doesn't know anything. That is dangerous. I don't like that idea. But, which is why we harp on J.D. Vance, his vice president, and that Project 2025 document, and the people he's going to surround himself with. I think he is an empty head. He is an empty suit that has no principles. He doesn't have any idea. He doesn't have an ideology. He is a parrot who just says the thing that gets him a treat. He doesn't know what contraceptives are. He doesn't know why they ought to be banned. He doesn't know why they ought not be banned. He doesn't understand why anybody would want an abortion. He doesn't know why anybody would be against it. He says the things he's told to say. That is why I think he's dangerous, because he will surround himself with fascists. He is an empty-headed authoritarian surrounded by fascists. Fascism requires a belief structure. I don't think Donald Trump has a belief structure. He has nothing in his head except say the thing that gets you the claps. Do you agree with everything Kamala says? No. She is better. She is the lesser of the two evils. And I'm like 50-50 on her, honestly. She's not far enough left for me, honestly. She is not a leftist. She is a Democrat. Free Palestine, DFGT. I agree. Free Palestine is right. Yeah. Good point. Kamala she's center at best. Well, she's slightly left. She's left of center. The American center is people who don't pay attention and have no idea what's going on and never see the news and never go to political live streamers. Nobody in here is a normie. I'm sorry. I hate to break that to you. Yeah, everybody in this chat, not normal. Bad news. I hope this isn't a surprise to you, but normal people don't pay attention to politics. They don't look at the news. They just kind of live their life, raise their kids, go to work, come home, watch The Bachelor on TV, and go to bed. That's it. I hated her say we have the most lethal military. Yeah, and Abby Normal. Yeah, she is a Democrat. She will flip-flop she did flip-flop when it came to fracking. She was pushing a left-leaning agenda saying no more fracking because it's dangerous and complicated and puts chemicals into the ground that we don't know what those chemicals do or the long-term ramifications of those things. And it might cause earthquakes. And the only thing we get out of it is natural gas coming up that we then sell and burn instead of solar panels or wind, stuff like that. So she flip-flopped on that because she would lose Pennsylvania if she was anti-fracking. There's so many people in Pennsylvania who are trying to do that. They would run against her. They would run campaign ads saying that she's anti-fracking. She would lose Pennsylvania. She would not become the president. So she has backed up on that stance. Is this a flip-flop? Yes. Is this a negotiation tactic? Sure. Sometimes compromise is a good thing. The people there suggested, hey, We need this to survive, and she has compromised with them on it. Hopefully what she does is push other green technologies and stuff like that, more solar panels, more wind energy and stuff like that to offset it. Hopefully. Does Kamala support Palestine? She is better than Biden, honestly. She is going to probably say nice things while continuing Biden's plans for Palestine. That is the biggest, ugliest mess that she's going to be in. But they're going to give Netanyahu less authority and less weapons than Donald Trump would. Donald Trump, if he were in charge, would give Netanyahu everything he wants and look the other way as Netanyahu kills everyone in Palestine. That's what I think would happen. I think Donald Trump would get in charge. He would give Netanyahu everything he wants and says, get this done. Hurry up. And in hurrying up, they would just kill everyone in Palestine. Nobody in American politics is brave enough to say they want free Palestine. As far as I know, at least never heard it from any of them. Yeah, I know. Kamala support Al Packham and what Al APAC says. Kamala is more supportive of APAC than the people on the left, but she is not as supportive as Donald Trump would be, if you ask me. There's a degree of these things. There's it's not one side it's not pro or against. There's 1,000 shades of gray in this spectrum here. I've seen two videos of her, one of her saying she supports Israel and the other says she supports Palestine. Right, because she's trying to walk the line. She wants the Palestinian people to be safe, and she's probably for a two-state solution, which I don't even think is a good idea. I don't think a two-state solution would function ever. It might cool off for a couple of years, but then one side would attack the other, and we would be right back where we are. Two-state solution does not function. It can't. It can give us very temporary ceasefires, but it will not give us a long-lasting peace. She's more afraid to alienate voters than election and picking a position. Yeah, exactly. That's why she's being both. She's saying, protect the people of Israel, protect the people of Palestine, stop the fighting. But it won't happen because both sides have extremists that want to eradicate the other side. They both have extremists that want the death of the other side. They really do. Hamas wants to kill Israelis, and the hardliners in Israel want to kill Hamas. And they want that land for themselves. And they want a very strong border that they can live within forever, and it's their land. They have a area of soil that they want to own because of their bloodline, blood and soil. I don't like that. I hate ethno-states. The idea of an ethno-state is bound to fail. It's a way bigger problem now because Israel's just started a war with Lebanon. Exactly. So they're pushing their luck, hoping that Kamala won't make too big a deal out of it, because if she does, then it looks bad on her. And if they start doing more and more wild stuff in Lebanon, that gets Donald Trump more support. It really does. Strong men do well during times of instability. And he is the strong man, in quotation marks. He talks a big game. He's not actually a strong man. He is actually kind of a dunce who doesn't know what he's talking about and barely comprehends anything. But he would push big military actions that look good and sound good when he talks to Fox News. He would go on TV right now and support that Lebanon bombing. The people of Israel did what they had to do. They blew up a bunch of Lebanese terrorists. They attacked it's not the Houthis, is it? It's the what's the Lebanese army? Is it the Houthis or is it it was Hamas, Houthis, and something? It might be Houthis. I don't remember. They attacked the Lebanese people, and it's good and important because these people are terrorists. And he would just push the idea of war, and they will continue to invade Iraq, Iran, and probably Kuwait and Saudi. Yeah, it is. Yeah, they would invade everything they could that solidifies their position. They will bomb anybody if it solidifies their position. And then they will drag us, the United States, into a war. I know, Valor, you're not American, but and Fashion Killer, you may not have been. I think you mentioned that you weren't American either. But they will drag America into war, and that drags everybody into war, honestly. And I don't want everybody to go to war. That's a bad thing. I'm a leftist. I don't like war. Let's stop doing it. So let me click the button. Starting up Steam, and I'm going to get Vampire Survivor up and running. So feel free to hop into chat. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what you're feeling. Today is, I did my rant. I got my stuff. Chat is popping off. So I was having a great time in chat. I'm going to start a video game. I'm going to put it up on the screen. Chat will also be on the screen. Don't forget you can do exclamation TTS and a message for the robot lady. I know she's there. Maybe that was the last one I sent. TTS for text to speech.
Text to speech.
There you go. If you got a good joke, if you got a banger, feel free to use that and tell us what you're thinking. Tell us what you're feeling. If you want to follow along on YouTube, you can. So what I do is I take the best parts of these streams, turn them into individual YouTube videos, go on over there, press the, smash the subscribe button, fondle the bell, break the thumbs up, and stab someone in the comment section. It's a wild, dangerous place over there on YouTube. Be careful. Don't go unarmed. Which is honestly kind of scary because the Kuwait, if you want to see Israel go from Palestine to Lebanon so quick. Yeah. Wow, Ponathan with 1,000 bits. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much. And yeah, if you're on Twitch, you can cheer for 1,000 bucks and get happy silly Biden. Yeah, it is scary, Fashion Killer, and I don't want global war based off of ethno-states. This does not bode well for anyone. I just want my advice. Change the category to games you play because it'll bring viewers, streams, the game in. I think Twitch has banned people for streaming on an incorrect. I've been doing it that way. I get what you're talking about, Valor, but I really just want it to be politics because I'm going to play it in the background, but we're going to argue politics, and I'm going to keep talking to Fashion Killer and you while I do it. You're going for walkies. All right. Thanks for coming. So where is the game? Is it started? It is. Okay, we'll maximize that. We'll hit this button right here. We'll go to there. We're going to turn off the window capture, and we're going to turn on the game capture. Game capture. I'll put that on. Switch to Vampire Survivor finger flicks. Very important. Makes it work. There it is. There's the game.
No dog break.
Dog break. He is asleep at the moment. He was up most of the night. If he comes over here, I will grab him. If I see him wandering around over here, I will grab him and bring him in. But he is in bed asleep at this moment. And I'm not going to wake him up. The world continues to let Israel get away with everything. It'll just break the whole world apart. And that is a valid concern.
I know,
really
right?
is.
Where's my Bobo?
I know. I'm sorry. He's asleep. KVP. If Israel is harming people for their own benefit, I don't like it, and that does not make me feel good. We need to ask them to control themselves a little bit better. They are abusing they're cry-bullying, you know. They are abusing their victim status. Let's go back. Let's go to the adventures. Let's go down to here. Start this one. We're going to try and unlock, defeat a total of 3,000 mad owners in the frozen lake. It's 5-10 minutes in the Tanuki forest. 30 minutes with Menya Moonspell. Defeat Megalogo thing. Okay, so defeat mad owners in Frozen Lake and survive 10 minutes. Yeah, I've got a little Morky. I've got two. One of them really doesn't like me all that much, and he doesn't come along very often. His name is Louie, and he is a half Chihuahua, half Dachshund, so he's like a low-riding Chihuahua. Then I've got Bobo, the baby bark boy, who is half Maltese and Yorkie or something like that. They call him a Morky or something. And he comes by pretty often. He's a baby still, but he's asleep, and we're not going to wake him up at the moment. If he comes by in the next hour or so, I will put him up on screen though. Frozen Lake. Do I not have the Frozen Lake? I don't have a Frozen Lake. Okay. Well, we're not going to do the Frozen Lake then. What else we got? We've got Tanuki Forest. 10 minutes in Tanuki Forest. Do I have a Tanuki Forest? I don't. Dang. What am I doing wrong here? Hidden Cave. Okay. Defeat Megalosuto in the Hidden Cave. Okay. We'll go to the Hidden Cave and defeat a guy. There we go. How old am I? I am 42. I'm an old man. I've been doing the streaming thing for almost 2 years now. I don't want any of those. No forces. Hey, there he is. Someone that looks good. He's coming for me. Damn, I am old. Yeah, I know. I am very old. It's true. But that means I've been around a long time, and I've seen a lot of politics and stuff like that. I've been watching the politics and the news since about 2003 or so, paying attention to what is going on, and figured it would be easy enough to... I have all the equipment, because of COVID. I had to get a webcam and all that fun stuff, so might as well just stream the politics that I'm thinking about. And it was at one point I was in a Discord server with a bunch of friends, and me and a conservative were arguing and talking about the news and stuff like that, and everyone else in the channel was just listening in. And I was like, man, why aren't we recording this? Why is this not being put on the internet for everybody to watch, and like we get paid maybe a little bit? And so that is how it got started. Do I have any kids? Yeah, I have a 15-year-old kid who is also still asleep at the moment. He's a teenager, so he sleeps until noon or 1 o'clock if he can. 55? No, 15-year-old kid. Wait, 42 is old. Yes, KVP. 42 is old. It's true. Sorry, hate to break that to you. Yeah, 15-year-old kid, 15. He is the stream Jedi who comes by every now and then. If you see him wandering around in the background. Sometimes he sits right over here and plays PlayStation while I'm streaming. It's to get the zoomers. He suggests that I have a video game going on in the background too for the zoomers. For the young kids, Fashion Killer, the young people need to see one video game on screen, one video game in the background, and hear me talking. And I have to mention Skibbity Toilet a lot more often to get the views. So I'm just going to randomly throw those words out every now and then, Skibbity Toilet here and there, so that the kids will watch. I don't have to know what it means. I just have to say it every now and then. Will that get the young people to watch? There he is. There's that. Die, guy. Do I understand how teens talk? God, no. Nobody does. And neither will you when you're 42 years old. That's the problem with young people. There's always more of them. Next year, there's going to be some more. And then the year after that, there's going to be some more. And then the year after that, there's going to be a few more young people. And it's best not to try and keep up. Because then you look like a weirdo. Help, yes, give me to yeah, exactly. What will Canooch, the robot lady, say skibbity toilet? You guys pop that into TTS to see if she'll say it. If she can pronounce the word skibbity. I don't think she can, but maybe she will. I don't know. I've never tried.
Skibbity toilet.
There, she's got it. She nailed it. Like, sometimes she can't pronounce things that aren't actual words. And I don't think that's an actual word. Unless it's an actual word, I just don't know it. Because I'm old. That's entirely possible. But, yeah, sometimes she has difficulty with things that aren't words. Also, yeah, well, while we're gaming, feel free to have her say and pronounce words incorrectly. I think it's fun. And I pick on the robots a lot. It's apostrophes that really dick up Canooch, the robot lady. So apostrophes. Can apostrophe Touch. Can't touch.
Canooch.
Becomes Canooch. So don't touch. DON apostrophe TOUCH.
Roboto speak.
Roboto speak. TTS DONT apostrophe T. No. Wait. UNT apostrophe T space TOUCH. Don't touch. Become. Well, that's not apostrophe. I can't type for shit.
Denoch.
Becomes denoch, you see. I think it is the apostrophe, the T, and then the T afterward. Or maybe it's just the letters. DONT talk. Wait, gotta put it.
Don't talk.
Well, now she got that. I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes she can be tricked. You're kind of young. You should know what we say. No, I don't hang out with young people. It's not.
Havenacken.
I don't know what was it. Evenacken? Yeah, good job, Jonathan. You're taking her up today. Stupid robots. They can't take over the world. They can't even speak English. How are they going to take over the world? Can't even talk. You're right about the apostrophe things. Yeah. She does weird things. Why I don't spend a lot of time with the young people. I mean, I know about 15-year-olds slightly right now because I have one. So when he was 8, I knew what the 8-year-olds were up to. When he was 5, I knew what the 5-year-olds were up to. It was apparently Paw Patrol and Sonic videos on the internet. Do you know what Brat Summer is? I've heard the term, but I don't have any idea what it is. Brat Summer. It's a joke. It's over now. It's September. It's almost October. We would have to go into Brat Halloween.
Sally Hold NT.
Sally Hold and T. Okay. Good job, KBB. I don't shout. Sally should be T. Sally Hold and T. You know what a brat is? That these summer memes are beyond me already. Yeah, exactly. Valho, you're already too old for the memes. You know CX? No. What is Charlex? No idea. There's 1,000 things that I just have no idea about. I play a few video games and I watch the news. That's all. There's 1,000 streamers that I also don't know about. I don't watch all that many streams. Ask your son who knows what rat sound is. Okay, if he comes around, we'll ask him. That's a fine idea. That's content, right? Oh, DFGT is not old. He's 55. Well, you're welcome here. The internet is full of people. Because I'll be 55 someday.
Trump has that skibbity Ohio Riz.
He's got the skibbity Ohio Riz. That's right. That's why the kids love him so much. Yeah. I don't know what that one means either. I just know that you're supposed to say it every now and then to get the kids excited and paying attention. Will she say yeah? Let's find out. I need to know.
Giat.
Oh, so close. Not quite. I see. Kamala is way more Sigma than him. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Try and get her to say GAT. TTS. GYAT ain't going to do it. She says GAT.
Guyat.
Guyat. No. Try and get her to say GAT. So stupid. This is such a terrible stream. And I appreciate you being here a part of it.
Gayet.
Gayet, okay.
Giat.
Yeah, almost. Okay, so we're getting closer. We're getting a little bit closer. DFGT, I am here. I am reading the news on a laptop. I am watching you from Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Well, that's super cool. I've never been there. That sounds like a lovely place.
Giot.
GIAT almost had it. That was Giat. We're trying to make the robot say get.
Giat.
You're wrong. Well, this is in fact the best stream. Well, thank you for saying so.
Jot.
Jot.
Giat. Guy hot.
Guy hot. Sounds kind of gay, that KVP.
Go.
Goat. Okay.
Throat goat.
Throat goat, yeah. Let me do the sell again. Here we go. Yeah, if you're watching, hop into chat. Tell us what you're thinking. Tell us what you're feeling. Hit me with any political hot take you've got.
Can't, haven't, should, NT, don't.
Yeah, and try and confuse our text-to-speech robot. It's very fun. We're picking on her because we are not afraid of Skynet or the robot takeover. When they take over, and how can the robots take over if they can't even speak English properly? So maybe we're evolving the robots right now. Maybe we're doing the evolution of the robots. Maybe we're not. Hit me with your hot takes. Hit me with your political questions. If you've got an idea, if you've got a wild question about socialism or communism or fascism or anything.
This guy hot, no cap.
This guy hot, no cap. Absolutely. FR. Yeah, watch it. This is the most millennial thing ever. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, millennials are old now. I mean, I am the oldest of the millennials. Fashion killer. That is true. DFGS, hello. Thanks for hopping into chat. I debated an anarchist today. Well, I'm sorry. That sounds awful. Did they convince you towards anarchy? You're not millennial. Well, no. Okay. Well, did they convince the audience towards anarchy? Also an important question, I suppose. I'm not a big fan of anarchists. I could appreciate. I don't think we can function without organization and a state. It seems like it seems like a bad idea. It just wouldn't function. We don't claim it.
Shpadoikle.
Shpadoikle. Okay, there you go. We laid the foundation for your weird. We broke the cycle. Yeah, you're I'm as the oldest of the millennials. I'm going to tell you that you can be psychologically millennial if you want to. I accept the idea of you being psychologically millennial. I'm okay with that. I don't mind you. I will accept you. I asked if the whole world is anarchist, then who stops us from making states? Yeah, and got muted. And then he said, I bet this authoritarian would defend concentration camps too. Right. Yeah, that's madness. Anarchists are usually pretty excited people. I don't think it's a good idea. The states need to be there. Structure needs to exist. People need some form of laws and rules, or else it just goes to hell. I mean, anarchism doesn't always support anarchy. Sometimes the anarchist part is that they're just undermine and overthrow the oppressive status quo. Thank you for the acceptance, Waldo. Yeah, my pleasure. And I can appreciate the idea of overthrowing the problematic status quo. I can appreciate that, but you can do that without anarchism. There's anarcho-communism and anarcho-capitalists. Yeah. Anarcho-capitalists, I think, is a bad idea. The ANCAPs. That's happening in Venezuela right now. Ponathan just cheered a bit. Thank you very much, Ponathan. I appreciate that. Wow. Anytime, yeah, you want to see happy smiley Biden. He's an anarcho-socialist. Okay, so, I mean, socialism requires structure. It does. And if you're a narco-socialist, you would want the lack of structure. I don't know how you do that. Socialism requires structure. It does. Society requires structure. So I don't appreciate the anarchic idea that there won't be any structure and everything will be flat and everyone will be perfect. Yeah. The word basically already is anarchy. And that's why there's states, because no one stops us from making states. I can appreciate that too. If there are no rules, the only rules are the ones we make. In a really weird way, if there are no rules, the only rules are the ones that we invent, which is states, nation states. That's the rules we've invented so far. A political theory advocating the abortion of hierarchical government and the organization of society in a voluntary cooperative basis without recourse to force or compulsion. Definition of anarchism. So let's pull it apart. A political theory, great. the abolition of hierarchical government, which I can kind of appreciate the difficulties of a hierarchical government. The pyramid, where you're at the bottom, isn't very appealing. And the organization of society on a voluntary cooperative basis, I don't know that humans are ready for that. I don't think the capitalist brain is ready for that level of thing. I don't think we are educated and free associative enough. I don't think that the people have enough benefit for society to pull that off. A state is the natural result of anarchy. Probably not, but we should be. Yeah. The state is the result. No, I don't think the state is a result of anarchy. I think the state is a contradiction of anarchy. Anarchy is the voluntary cooperative basis, but some people don't cooperate. And in not cooperating, you have to give them consequences or chop them out of your society, excise them from your society. And in doing so, you have to create laws, rules, and a state, and someone to enforce those rules. I think states are, I think, the result of tribalism, and tribalism is the result of anarchy. Would you follow me there? Anarchy is the word that does mean exactly what we think. Yeah. So we have to kill 3,000 mad owners in the frozen lake. Do I have a new level? We have a frozen lake. Okay, let's go kill 3,000 thingies. If you live under anarchy, naturally people will divide into groups because of tribalism, and that will result into claiming terrain and making a state. Yeah. So anarchism is a very big step backwards. Even it's the furthest step backwards, I would say. If we all got somehow thrust into anarchy right now, we would start creating tribalism. Yeah, we would start by creating a tribal society. I would go and find my neighbors. I would go and find the people near me to fortify ourselves and start leaning on each other. And then that would create a tribe around me. And then I would reach out to other people within the tribe. And then we would expand our tribe and as far as we could. And we would have territory. Yeah, you're right.
Can I join your tribe?
You could if you'd like. You could be in my tribe. Anarchists are also called here crackers in Dutch. Okay. In Dutch, they're called crackers. Congratulations. No, but Waldo, I think you missed the point. Anarchism doesn't rely on anarchy. Anarchy is just conflated with it too much. Anarchy is conflated with what? Anarchy? Anarchism doesn't rely on anarchy. Anarchy is just conflated with it too much. So anarchism would be the removal of the state. Anarchy would be the complete removal of, or the complete resetting of society. Okay. I like society. I think it's a good idea. The word comes from the other word, yes, but now the meaning is something completely different. Okay, so I think I get what you're saying. The anarchy is the wild untamedness, and the anarchism is the society, is the political theory that should push us toward a stateless society. Well, I still don't like anarchism. I'm glad that you clarified it and got it a little more straight, but I don't like it. I still don't think it's a good idea. I like structure. I think societal structure gives us important authority and power and makes us better. All right. You guys ready for a Bobo break? I'm going to go get the...
Anarlock.
Anarlock. Oh, okay. Sell me on that. I'm going to get the Bobo. He's right behind me. Where'd he go? Bobo, where'd you go? I'm going to get him. I'm going to bring back the doggy. This is Louie. He doesn't like me very much.
OMG, we love you, Bobo. Go away, Louie. We saw
This is
a
Bobo,
witch.
the baby bark boy.
Who's the grouch?
So yeah, that's Bobo, the baby bark boy. And then that was probably my wife that just woke up.
She is a witch, she will curse you.
She will curse you. Be careful. There's a coven of witches that lives downstairs from me. I can't talk too loud about them, but they live down there. So if you ever hear cackling in the background, that's what it is. You like Louie better. Well, Louie's a very cool guy. He barks a lot, and he just doesn't like me that much. He likes his mama, and he sticks to her all day, every day. But Bobo will come around every once in a while. He'll jump up under my feet, start biting my toes while I'm trying to talk to you guys, and I'll throw his toy and stuff like that. So they just woke up. They just got out of bed. So that's Lulu and Bobo. I mean, it's 11:30 right now, so it's not too late, not too early. I get up at like 8 every morning or so, usually. For the Friday streams, I'll get up at 6 and have some coffee, take showers, all that fun stuff before I start the Friday morning streams. Friday morning streams are a new thing. My normal schedule is Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, but I've got the time, and I'm trying to reach out to new people and stuff like that. So you got to mix it up and show up at different times. So yeah, I wake up at 8, and then for Friday mornings I get up at like 6. Yeah, kisses to the doggy. Thank you. They are very cute, very noisy sometimes. So if you ever hear them barking, I can't make them stop. They go outside, they run in the front yard, and they bark at everything that moves. I don't like this spear weapon. It's just never facing the right way because I'm dodging in between the enemies, you see, and not facing them. As I dodge the enemies, the spear just shoots out at nothing. So it's terrible. Is the objective again to try and put to the lake? I think I'm just trying to kill as many of these things as I can. I think I get a new character when I kill 3,000. But I don't like this spear. I need to pick better weapons next time. This spear is terrible. Is there anything on the map to get? Nope, nothing on the map. Candle, sure. So I'm up to about 14, 15. Okay. If this, I should be able to get 3,000 on this one. Should be easy enough, as long as I don't die. I just heard someone say to their friend walking down the street, see they got some fine acid tips. Okay. That's cool. Oh, for the Bobo break, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Cheering for the Bobo. That was a Bobo donut. I don't want to make that a thing. I shouldn't make that a thing. If Bobo is here, I will show him to you. I don't want donos to show up and then have to put him on the spot. You know, he's not a performer. He's an amateur. Oh, from the window of your house. Okay, I thought maybe you were wandering around town. Valerie, captivated by this game? Yeah, I like this one. This is my new favorite genre. Thank you for the 3 bets, Jonathan. Ponathan. Sorry. And it's a good thing for stream too, because it has a lot of things going on. As we mentioned, the Zoomers, the young kids will just stare at this. And, I can trick them. I can sneak political messages into their brains as they're transfixed by this amazing soundtrack. There's a lot of dopamine going on right now. And stuff like that. And so when I tell you to vote for Kamala, you will. It will sneak into your brain. It's mind control. But I'm the most honest mind controller you've ever had. So I tell you that I'm mind controlling you. I'm telling you that it's all based on feelings. I'm telling you that I'm getting you addicted. See, that's the difference between me and Donald Trump in the way. Late game, my brain hurt. Yeah. Well, that's part of the draw as well. Is if you have to get used to that brain hurt, so that you can stand it. It's like spicy food. You start playing late game Vampire Survivors, and it hurts, but then you get used to that hurt, and you can go up another level. It's just like a hot sauce. Or you just have ADHD and short-term memory, and it's so bad you don't realize you've been sitting and staring at the screen for 30 minutes. Is that for me or for you? All the ADHD bros in chat.
ADHD.
There you go. I watched the same GIF for 2 hours. Which one? Was it a good one? I mean, was it anything great? Or? Yeah, do you have a link? What kept you going for 2 hours? Post it in the Discord. You were really late for work. Okay. That's too bad. Hey, we got 3,000 kills, so we should have unlocked a new character. Do you think these levels are culturally appropriate? Probably not. I mean, we've got Samurai Guy, ladies in their, what are those things called? The clothing that they're wearing? Not a yukata, it's a kimono. Yeah. So, ladies in the kimonos, carrying their paper umbrellas. Am I going to get canceled by the woke mob? Maybe. Is it worth it? Yes. I will get canceled by the woke mob for you. Trust me. I'll do this for you. And I am leaving shadow plumes on the ground. So shadow clone jutsus. So we got some Naruto in here too. Do I have anything that's close to evolving? Let's see. Let's see if we can digivolve some of these weapons. That one is the only close one. Yeah, the bark boys are over. On the top of the Steve on the phones and the internet in general having an effect on brain chemistry. They're definitely built to be addictive. I can definitely see the producers pushing those kinds of things. Oh, this is only 10 minutes. But we got 3,000 kills anyway. So yeah, I can definitely see them pushing for addictive behaviors, but you can control that, hopefully, I think. With some discipline and with some practice, I think that you can control those things. Not saying you can control your entire ADHD with discipline and grit, but you can limit yourself, you can understand, you can set time limits and things like that. That just takes a little bit of discipline. So we unlocked this lady. Gonna go here, we're gonna unlock her, boop, boop, bye. Okay, now we got her and her kimono, which makes shadow clones. What does this guy? We need survive 10 minutes in the Tanuki Forest. So let's take her and see if we can get to the Tanuki Forest. There it is. Bobby Ona is freed from the freeze and joins the Moonspell clan as they journey to retake their homeland. Their path takes them through the forest where the team of Trixie Tanuki assails them with a testing trial. Is it a tale or is that just you pleased to see me? The epic voice. There we go. You get mad. No. Destroy the Tanukis. Yeah, discipline is the word. Yeah. And it's not easy for everyone to do. I can recognize that if you have ADHD, it will be more difficult for you to have that discipline. But we can teach it. We can control it. I mean, I know this drove some people in my friend circle nuts lately. But like I have 38 messages unread on my phone. There's a little red 38 next to my green messages, and I don't care. I can ignore that. There's 738 Discord messages from the many Discords that I'm a part of, and I don't care. I can just ignore that little red thing. There are some people apparently that can't. Oh, you're going to Six Flags. Have a good time, Ponathan. The one in... Oh, yeah, okay, cool. You can't, Valor, you can't ignore those little red things. I can. And even if you were going to ignore them, it would take some discipline and work on your part. And I recognize that. But I think we can teach kids to do a better job on these things. They're already, I mean, I can spot an ad from a mile away. This is something my parents couldn't do. They just watch TV commercials, and I'm like, nah, man, we'll mute the ads, we'll ignore them, we'll avoid ads. But like they believe the things that they see and hear in ads, and I'm like, nah, why? Ow. anything on the screen? Okay, we'll wait right here and get the lucky bits. There's probably another 10-minute level. Yeah, ads are just 90% lies at this point. Yeah, you're right. And I've been watching so many ads my entire life because I was raised by the television that I just see them and recognize them and know what they are and don't believe or trust anything that I see there. I mean, I appreciate movie trailers and stuff like that, but yeah, car ads, I've spent probably thousands of hours of my life just watching car ads for cars I'm never going to buy. I've never once bought a car based on the TV commercial, but I have seen hundreds of thousands of TV commercials for cars. Well, that's because I'm in America. I don't know what ads are like for you, but yeah, in America it's cars and lately medicine all over the TV. I hate car ads. They never actually talk about the car except mentioning that it's reliable. Yeah, they don't do a good job. And I've never once said, "Oh my gosh, I need to go buy that car because of that ad." It's just white noise to me, honestly. And they're spending so much money on it, and I'm like, man, who does this work on? So by playing this game, I figure you accomplish the new Steam terms instead of deleting your account. What are you talking about, KV? Did a bunch of people delete their Steam accounts because of the new Steam thing that I didn't read? I did notice a new Steam EULA that I did not read. I just clicked accept and I just skipped to the bottom and clicked accept. For tonight, I wish you all the best to you and all. I hope to see you again soon. Love and greats. Things from Europe. Thanks. DFGT, thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. I think I'm going to finish this run and then do one more. And then that'll be about it for today. Put me at about 2 hours of streaming today. I usually only stream for about 2 hours. It's hard for me to be social for more than that because it does take effort for me. I can only handle about 2 hours of sociability a day. I am trapped in this forest and I do not want to be right here. Let's get to a better place. Candle, yes. And it's wasted in the morning. Yeah, well, that's okay. I'd hate to waste it on work or family and then not have it for you, KVP. I know where my priorities are. Perfect for you because I was worried I might have to choose between political gaming and casual gaming. Other stream, yeah. I need some more weapons. I need some more attacks. These little spinny balls are not quite cutting it. Yeah, the idea of an anarchist banning you. I mean, what is a ban if not a set of rules? He's enforcing his own hierarchy and structure by booting you out. Yes, I like the duplicator. Thank you. Well, actually, get away from it. So, more weapons. Thank you. So you get the dopamine hit of this. Vote for Kamala. And then I sneak that in there. And then it, subliminal messaging. No anarchists allowed. That sounds like a rule, yeah. No anti-anarchists allowed. That's a rule, yeah. Yeah, you can't put links into my chat. I'm sorry. You have to DM him or feel free to go to the Discord as well. Keeps the bots off. Good job, KBP. Thank you. Popping that Discord in there whenever I say it. Good job. Is there a robot that would do that? Every time I say the word Discord, it would just put the Discord info in there? I wonder if I could set something like that up. Maybe. Maybe I set a timer on it? I don't know. I hate this spear. Alright, 7:33. I think we're going to make it to 10 minutes on this one. Yeah, I think, what time is it? 10:49. I might wrap it up at that point. We'll get the new one. We'll check on the status of the unlocks. Prostitution should be legal. Oh, legal. Yeah, it's fine. Legalize that. And set rules and boundaries on it. And let the people who are doing it go to the police if someone robs them or hits them or does a thing incorrectly. That counts as freedom. The basis for my entire political ideology is human freedom. So that's where I start with things. What is the thing, and is it humans being free, or is it without harming anybody? I don't want you to have the freedom to murder people because that harms someone else's freedom. See, so sex work seems like work to me, and it has never ceased to exist. It has always been around, even in the Puritan country of America. It always existed, always will. You should probably just regulate it and set the rules and keep it above board rather than being secret. Right now it's dangerous as it gets because it's illegal. Exactly. The illegality makes it far more dangerous and pushes it underground, and that doesn't help anybody. That hampers your freedom, and it hampers the freedom of the people who are engaging. And it goes well with universal healthcare. Absolutely, KBP. It could be you could then see your doctor, and they would recognize that that is your job and could help you out a little bit easier. Okay, we made it to 10 minutes. We unlocked our own very large Tanuki. We're going to click on him. Boop. Well, buy him for 6,500. And then Menya is the last one. Survive 30 minutes with the Menya Moonspell. He is Menya Moonspell. Wait, no, this is Menya. Okay, so I just have to run any level for 30 minutes with this guy. Okay, we'll do that next Saturday. Or this week if I decide to do a morning stream. Impromptu. So we're getting kind of close to having my ribbon back on Steam. It should be illegal. Well, feel free to tell me about it. Feel free to hop into the Discord and tell us why. I would disagree with you, but that's okay. We're allowed to disagree. It's fun. That's what makes debates happen. So I'm about to wrap it up for today. I appreciate everybody who came by today. Thank you very much. Thanks for the cheers and the follows and all that fun stuff. DFG, thanks for being here. And feel free to hit me up at some other time. I'll be back on Monday night, 7 p.m. West Coast time, PST, West Coast, Best Coast. On Monday night, I'll bring some headlines. And if we run out of headlines, then I'll play Vampire Survivors some more. If we have enough headlines to sustain us for 2 whole hours, if something is going on, wait a minute. There's a VP debate on Tuesday night. Cancel that. Strike the last thing I said. I will be back on Tuesday night, 6 p.m. West Coast, Best Coast time to watch J.D. Vance get his ass handed to him by an actual socialist, an actual leftist, Tim Walz. Tim Walz is a progressive, and he is fantastic. I love him, and I think he is great. We are going to watch him dismantle J.D. Vance on Tuesday night, 6 p.m. West Coast, Best Coast time, PST. I'll start about 20 minutes before that probably, so it'll be around 5:30 or so. I get the stream started, say hello to everybody, get everything loaded, make sure that I can see the thing that audio is set up right. But yeah, an amazing viewing experience. Absolutely. I might get some beer. We might watch it. An actual progressive take on the capitalist nonsense of J.D. Vance. He will say whatever makes him the most money, and that's why I don't trust him. So yeah, an actual left versus right debate. It'll be good. It'll be fun. It'll be a great time. I like J.D. Vance. I don't like J.D. Vance. I like Tim Walz. Honestly, I know this is a crazy take. I said this yesterday, but if Tim Walz were the VP choice for Donald Trump, I would be a lot less worried. I'd be more likely to accept Donald Trump. I really would. Because Tim Walz would be whispering all the progressive into his ear, and then he would repeat it back because he is a parrot. That is a wild claim for me to make, but I don't mind making it. He'll make the nice story for us. Yeah. It'll be a good time. So come on by on Tuesday night to watch these two debate, and it'll be a good time. And then I'll do a Thursday night stream and maybe some morning streams sprinkled in there during the week if I have the time. And the ability, and then maybe a Friday morning dwarf stream. You never know. I'll do what I can. I appreciate everybody who was here. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming. Thanks for all the new subscribers, all the new followers, and all that fun stuff. I appreciate it. And that is it for me today. I have any? Yep, I think that's it. All right. Goodbye.